You probably clicked on this video because the thumbnail caught your eye, but hear me out, watch until the very end. By the time we reach the 1-minute mark, your entire view of women is going to shift forever. Because what if I told you everything you believe about love is a lie? You've been taught that women fall for the nicest guy, the richest guy, or the best-looking man. But the reality is, women don't love men, not in the way you've been led to think. They don't fall for your face, your money, or even your personality. They fall for something far deeper, more primal and more psychological. And if you don't grasp this, love will always seem like a riddle you can't solve. But by the time you finish this video, you won't just understand how women think. You'll know exactly how to make them feel something so powerful that they'll never forget you. And before we keep going, I have something special for you, a free ebook called The Female Mind Control Handbook. Inside, you'll uncover hidden secrets to make any woman crave you. Grab it now, links in the description and pinned comment. Let's jump in. Sign 1. Women don't love you, they love how you make them feel. Here's a secret most men will never really understand. Women don't actually love you, not your looks, not your bank account, not even who you are. What they love is the way you make them feel. That's right, love, to a woman, isn't some logical, predictable structure. It's a storm, an experience, an emotional rush she never wants to come down from. You could be the most attractive, accomplished man in any room, but if she doesn't feel something intense around you, she'll forget you faster than last week's headlines. Psychologists call this emotional imprinting. It's why a woman can meet 2 men on the same day, one who says all the right things but leaves her numb, and another who teases her, challenges her, and makes her laugh until she can't breathe. And guess who she'll be thinking about later that night? It doesn't seem fair, does it? You might be the safer bet, the more loyal guy, yet she always gravitates to the man who makes her feel alive. This is the point where most men fail. They try to impress her with achievements or persuade her with logic, but the men women obsess over, they create an emotional roller coaster, a blend of tension, excitement, mystery, and comfort that keeps her hooked. Ever wonder why women keep going back to their ex, even after they swear it's over? It's not about who he is, it's about how he made her feel. Sign 2. The more you chase, the less she feels. Let me ask you, have you ever sent a message and waited hours for her reply, feeling that creeping anxiety that she might be losing interest? Now, flip that around. Think about when someone was too available, someone who always texted right back, who never made you wait, who agreed to everything. How did that make you feel? Women are wired for anticipation. When a man is always there, always responsive, always eager, he eliminates all tension, and tension is what fuels attraction. Here's a harsh reality. The moment you start chasing, you kill the very spark that could make her fall for you. It's simple psychology. Humans don't value what they already have. We crave what feels just out of reach. The second she's sure she has you, her mind relaxes. And when her mind relaxes, her attraction fades. That's why high-value men don't chase, they lead. They allow a woman to come to them, and when she does, they don't hand over everything all at once. They build mystery. They make her wonder, because the instant she stops wondering about you, she starts forgetting you. Sign 3. Women don't want a nice guy, they want an unshakable man. Let's look at this epidemic of nice guys. Women will say they want a nice guy, but what they actually mean is they want a man who's kind without being weak. Many guys get this all wrong. They think being nice is about always saying yes, never disagreeing, never taking the lead. But ask yourself, would you respect someone who never challenges you? Would you trust a leader who never stands his ground? Of course not. Here's the hidden truth. Women are magnetically drawn to strength, not brute force, but emotional strength. The kind of man who doesn't flinch under pressure, who doesn't beg for approval, who's ready to walk away if necessary even from her. This is why women are addicted to stoic men who don't react impulsively, who remain calm when things get chaotic, and who don't crumble when she tests them, and she will test you. A woman doesn't need another friend or therapist. She needs a man who stands firm when everything else is falling apart. Sign 4. Love is a game of perception, not reality. Let's talk about one of the greatest illusions in love. The belief that people fall in love based on objective reality. You might think a woman falls for you because of who you are, what you've achieved, or how you treat her. But here's the truth. She's not falling for you. She's falling for the story she's created about you in her own mind. Psychologists call this cognitive projection. People project their desires, fantasies, and insecurities onto others. When a woman meets you, she's not experiencing you as you actually are, seeing you through a filter shaped by her past, her subconscious beliefs, and her imagination. That's why a woman can go from obsessed to indifferent almost overnight. It's not that you changed, it's that her perception of you shifted. And perception is everything. Think about it. Ever hear a woman gush about a man she can't stop thinking about? She'll say, "He's so mysterious, he just gets me." But take the same guy and make him too available, too predictable, too eager to please. Suddenly she'll say, "He's kind of boring. Something feels off." The man didn't change. The frame did. A woman's emotions don't respond to facts. They respond to the narrative she's built. And here's where men mess up. They let that narrative form on its own. They don't guide it. Once she files you in the category of safe or predictable, it's over. So how do you control perception? Simple. You become a source of emotional contrast. Predictability kills curiosity. If she always knows what's next, she stops wondering. When she stops wondering, she stops feeling. Emotional highs and lows create attachment. If all you give her is comfort, you fade into the background. But when you combine moments of deep connection with moments of uncertainty, she can't let you go. Scarcity builds value. If you're always available, your presence loses impact. When she has to earn your time, she treasures it. Women don't stay with the most logical option, they stay with the one that keeps their mind engaged. When you control her perception, you control her experience of love. Sign 5. If she feels safe, she'll never leave after everything we've covered. The emotional rush, the mystery, the perception. There's one final truth that overrides all the rest. At her core, a woman doesn't stay because of how much she loves you. She stays because she feels safe. And I'm not only talking about physical safety. I mean deep emotional security, the unspoken certainty that when she's with you, she's protected from the world and from her own internal chaos. Women are naturally more emotionally fluid than men. Their feelings shift like the tide, passionate and obsessed one day, distant and uncertain the next. This isn't manipulation. It's biology. Their brains process emotion differently, which means their feelings are always in motion. In that unpredictable world, the one thing she craves more than anything is a man who remains unshakable. That's the real power of Stoicism. Most men confuse emotional strength with being distant or numb, but that's not it. The strongest men aren't cold, they're steady. A woman feels safe when she knows you won't crumble under stress, won't lash out, won't let her emotions control your own. Think about the most captivating men in history, the ones women chased for years. They weren't just rich or good-looking. They radiated a calm, steady presence that nothing could disrupt. That's the kind of man women remain loyal to, the man who, even on her worst days, carries himself with grace and composure. And here's where most guys screw up when a woman gets emotional. They either try to fix her feelings, which makes her feel unheard, or get emotional themselves, forcing her to manage your feelings instead of hers. Both kill attraction. The right move: stay calm, stay present, stay firm. If she tests you, throws a tantrum, or gets irrational, don't panic. Show her through your actions that no matter what storm she's in, you're the one constant she can rely on. When she realizes that, she won't just love you, she won't just desire you, she'll never want to leave. Because in the end, the women who stay, who never lose interest, never stray, never stop loving, are the ones who find a man who makes them feel safe in a way no one else ever has. This, a Stoic guide. If you found this valuable, hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the strategies that put you ahead. Stay sharp, stay stoic, and let them chase.